DJ Sean.
My name is Lady Gaga.
What's up, y'all? It's the Black Eyed
Peas, and you're watching DesiHits.
He sold nearly 70 million albums worldwide, won a dozen of awards and nominations all the way from the Oscars to the Grammys to the Golden Globes. He's a fellow Canadian, so I love him already. It's the rock legend, Bryan Adams.
Hi.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
You too.
So let's start with the brand new album. It's called Bare Bones, and it's made up of your greatest hits, but with a difference.
Well, it would be deceiving to tell people it's your greatest hits because it's not. It's got a few songs from that you know very well, and then it's got other songs that you wouldn't know so well and a couple of new songs. And I put it all together by going on my Twitter page and asking people what they'd like to hear. The thing that makes this record different to anything I've done before is it's all acoustic.
So would you say this is your most intimate album to date?
MTV Unplugged was also very intimate as well. Certainly as a whole record, it has a real intimacy about it.
So you're one of the select few Western artists with mass appeal in India. And your track Summer of '69 was so loved that it's like the unofficial national anthem. So does your popularity in India surprise you?
My history with India goes back to the early 90s when we first played there in Mumbai. What I've discovered about the Indian public is they're very loyal, and that's why we've gone back, and this is our 4th tour there. They love the music, and they're actually one of the best concert audiences that I've ever seen. I remember also that one point during that very first show we did there, I think I was just getting ready for the next song, and this guy ran across, he jumped up from the audience, got onto the stage, ran across the stage, grabbed my microphone and went, "Thought I died and gone to heaven!" and then leaped into the audience.
Wow. Well, rock music is huge in India, and it's to the point where Bollywood made a movie around the genre called Rock On. And you've created movie soundtracks before, but have you ever been interested in doing a song for any Bollywood films?
Oh, I'd love to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Then how about an appearance in Rock On 2, maybe?
Get them to call me.
Okay. Well, then we'll call the director, Abhishek Kapoor, then we'll get you signed up. We'll make some calls for you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Well, you tour in places that a lot of artists don't actually go to. In 2006, you were the first Western artist to go to Karachi, Pakistan, after the September 11 attacks. Have you ever turned down any tour dates or shows in cities because you felt it was too dangerous?
I've never felt the danger, to be honest. In fact, we just went to the Middle East in December. We played in Syria and Lebanon. It was fantastic. I mean, really great audience. And with Syria, they'd never had a Western artist play there before.
You're about to embark on a 4-city tour in India.
Yes.
You're looking forward to going back.
Yep.
What is it about India that you love so much?
Every time I go back, I see something else, and I haven't seen all of India, and there's a lot to see. India is so fascinating. I don't think, even if I spent the rest of my life there, I would see all of India. So
Right.
I think it's, as much as I can see, I'd like to.
Are you going to be involved in any charity work while you're in India?
Yeah, I have my own foundation,
Okay.
and my own foundation has allocated different things. One particular project in India called Impact, which is helping young women in school. In the 4 shows we're doing in India, after the show we're doing an after-show party, which will raise money for different charities. That's one of the principles about going there, is that we're giving back as well.
Okay, great. That's excellent. One thing that's common amongst Indian people is that they always have like a side job. And now you kind of have a similarity to Indian people. You also have a side job, which is photography. You've been published in British Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, Esquire, among others. Is that your release from music?
No, there's no release from music.
No,
You're
okay.
there forever.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy to be honest. You know, I mean, I like being creative, and I like keeping myself occupied, and certainly music does that, and touring does too, but it's nice to have other things to do.
10 studio albums, 5 live albums, 5 compilations. What's left musically?
Is that what it is? I didn't even know that. What's left? Just keep going. I love what I do. I love to sing. I love to play. I love to go on tour.
What's the one thing that you dislike about touring?
I don't like to be out for a long period of time. I like to be able to come and do a short tour and then go home for a bit. And I've done tours that were really long, 4 years in fact.
Well, 1 week of touring feels like a month of touring, doesn't it?
Well, I think if it's interesting places, you know, like of course every city is going to be different in India, so that's going to be really great. But there is a monotony that happens on tour if you do it all the time.
Well, you've recorded collaborations with Mel C, Sting, Rod Stewart, Nelly Furtado, and even Pamela Anderson. Will we see you do anything in the future with any South Asian artists?
Oh, I've never been asked.
Never been asked.
No.
Well, maybe when you go to India, you can, you know, we'll try to make some connections for you. Would you sing in an Indian language, such as Hindi?
Probably not, because I think one of the things about singing is in order to make your voice believable, you have to understand what you're saying. So, I mean, I've tried to sing in other languages. I sang in Italian and I sang in Spanish, and it was disastrous because no, because I just don't understand what I'm saying. It's like I want to be able to mean it when I say it.
Right.
So, if you're singing in another language, they could be saying anything to you, and you wouldn't know what you were doing.
That's
so
true. Well, unless
it's
you
not
get
fair,
it
right?
That would be really mean, wouldn't it?
That would be mean, yeah.
Well, thank you so much
No, it's
for
great.
everything.
Not at all.
And it's a
and like I
pleasure
said,
to
I'm really
meet you.
sorry I didn't put on a better shirt.
It's all good. You look great.
Lovely to see you.
Lovely to meet you too.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, this is Katrina Kaif.
Hi, what's up? I'm Enrique Iglesias.
Hey you guys, I'm Nicki Minaj and you're checking out DesiHits.com.